York's classic rock. Q1043.
Okay, everybody, Jonathan Clark in the studio with the Grammy-winning Switchfoot. It's the 2017 version of the guys. So we got John, Tim, and Drew. We've got 3/5 of the band here.
That's right.
The latest album, Where the Light Shines Through. John, Tim, and Drew, welcome, guys. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Tomorrow night, very important, Ford Theater at Coney Island Boardwalk, which is the perfect gig for Switchfoot. I mean, it's right there on the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes.
You know, so you did last night at the Stone Pony Summer Stage on the boardwalk, or right near the boardwalk, so that's a perfect gig for you. And this is called the Serenity of Summer Tour?
No, Looking for Summer.
Oh, Looking for Summer.
The Serenity, I like that.
Wow, that's very poetic. Though.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
sounds better. Maybe we should do that one. No, it's the Looking for Summer Tour. And we've got Lifehouse and Bryn Elliott.
Oh, yeah, Lifehouse is great.
And so, yeah, it's been a blast, man. We've known those guys for a long time. But for some reason, we'd only played like one show ever together. So
Yeah.
this has been a great tour to kind of like just get to know those guys better, and you know, Jason comes out and sings with us, and
Yeah.
come out and sing with him. And,
They got some hits like you
oh
guys.
man, it's so fun to hear it every night. So many great melodies.
Yeah. So you guys are always doing cool things. Tell me about the Switchfoot Summer Getaway. This sounds like a blast.
Well, we do this thing called the Bro-Am, which is
Tell us about that first.
Yeah, so the Bro-Am kind of, it's this, how many years is it? 13, 14 now?
Coming up on 14, yeah.
And yeah, so it's like 14 years. That's crazy. So we were inspired by the fact that we love our hometown of San Diego, and we were thinking, how can we give back? And San Diego has the third highest homeless population in the country, behind New York and LA.
Yeah.
And tons of kids are homeless in San Diego. It's a huge problem. And so we thought, well, what were the things that kept us out of trouble when we were kids? It was surfing and rock and roll. So we thought, let's have a surf contest and a concert right on the beach in our hometown.
And what beach is that? What's the name of that?
Moonlight Beach.
Moonlight Beach, okay.
It's crazy. It's like not made for the 18,000 people that have been showing up lately. So it's
getting big, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's the best to be like in your hometown and see people showing up from all over the world, you know? And so based on that, we started thinking, well, what if we kind of made a week out of it? And all these people that are flying in from all over the world, like we could kind of like show them our favorite spots.
Right.
So that's what the Switchfoot Getaway is about.
Now I think some surfers might disagree with you. They don't want you to tell people where the good
Oh
waves
yeah,
are.
we don't go to like
You
our
have your own
favorite.
secret places still?
Yeah. The secret's still safe.
Yeah. And then Summer Getaway is kind of like an offshoot of that?
Yeah,
or?
so that's what the Getaway is, like all the people that are coming in from all over. We thought, well, we're going to host them. We're going to take them to some of our favorite spots and make a week out of it, celebrate the fact that they're coming in for the Bro-Am.
Oh, that's so great. You guys have the most amazing fans.
We do.
I saw you last at the PlayStation Theater here in Times Square. And then afterwards, John, I think you set out a tweet or something. And then literally like you and an acoustic guitar, a bunch of us, we go to Times Square and there's like 100 people and they know what's about to happen because you do these after show things, which are really cool. And Times Square wasn't the only one. You do this after a lot of shows, right?
Yeah. Last night in New Jersey on the beach, underneath the moon. It's a beautiful thing to be able to just enjoy live music with no amplification. Just the fact that you can go anywhere with a guitar and a voice, and then the fact that everyone can be singing the same song. I mean, for me, the after show is a chance to celebrate that can happen, that how beautiful that is, and also the idea that live music is a chance to embrace chaos, and on the stage there's we were talking about this earlier. On the stage, everything's tuned, everything's right. There's a smoke machine, there's strobes, all this. The after show is a chance to be like, well, there's nothing. There's not even a microphone, but we're going to do this.
Just to interrupt you, rock and roll and chaos, pretty much go together.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. yeah, you've got your road crew, you've been doing it for 20 years or whatever, but crazy stuff can happen on stage.
Yeah.
And then you take it to a new level at the after show, right?
Yeah,
I
let's see if we can push the limits. Let's take it to Times Square and see what goes wrong. You know, what goes right, what goes wrong, right?
That was so great. We're in the studio with John, Tim, and Drew. The band is Switchfoot. The latest album, Where the Light Shines Through, tomorrow night, Ford Theater, Coney Island Boardwalk here in New York City. And so this latest album actually came out about a year ago. And you said in the band bio that it was kind of a dark, difficult time working on this record, right? To finally get it out. I mean, you took longer than normal. You took like over a year, I think, to actually get this album done, right?
Yeah, everyone, we all go through things, and you know, some people process them differently. I process things with a guitar. You know,
you're kinda lucky.
I know it's. I've paid for therapy, and the guitar is a whole lot cheaper. You
right,
know?
exactly.
Yeah. So, for me, as we were starting out on this journey of the record Where the Light Shines Through, it felt like, oh, okay, it's gonna be a dark record, and there's all these really dark issues that are swirling around, and because that's the only way I know how to write is just honest, you know, and so every night I go down to this one rock near the beach and sit on the rock and kind of in the darkness and wrestle with this stuff. And halfway through the album, it felt like there was like light began to break through even these dark times that I was wrestling with. So that's kind of where the album came from, is you know, Where the Light Shines Through. The full title is The Wound is Where the Light Shines Through. Yeah. You know, because I think we all have these places that we're afraid of, but sometimes we just kind of are brave enough to go there and wrestle through it. Sometimes healing is the most beautiful thing that could happen to those wounds.
So we're going to open this up. We're doing a Facebook Live right now. We want people to, on Facebook, if you're watching and listening, tell us your name, where you're from, and what song you want to hear. We're going to do that a little bit later, but right now, you guys want to play a song off the latest album?
Yes. Yeah. You know what? Let's do Live It Well, because that's been feeling really good. It's kind of like we've had this mantra as a band, life is short, live it well. And this was our chance to kind of put that into a song. It goes like this. Take the burden from my arms, take the anchors off my lungs, take me broken and make me one, break the silence and make it a song. Yeah, life is short, I wanna live it well. One life, one story to tell. Life is short, I wanna live it well. And you're the one I'm living for. Awaken on my soul. Every breath that you take, it's a miracle. Life is short, I wanna live it well. Yeah, I wanna sing with all my heart a lifelong song. Even if some notes come out right and some come out wrong, cause I can't take none of that through the door. Yes, I'm living for more than just a funeral. I wanna burn brighter than the dawn. Yeah, life is short, I wanna live it well. One life, one story to tell. Life is short, I wanna live it well. And you're the one I'm living for. Awaken on my soul. Every breath that you take is a miracle. Life is short, I wanna live it well. Yeah, I got one life and one love. I got one voice. Maybe that's enough. 'Cause with one heartbeat and two hands to give, short, I wanna live it well. One life, one story to tell. Life is short, I wanna live it well. And you're the one I'm living for. Awaken on my soul. Every breath that you take, it's a miracle. Life is short, I wanna live it well. Yeah. One life, one love. One life, one love. One voice, yeah. And that's enough. I got one shot and one life to live, one life to live.
There they are, Switchfoot playing live.
Yeah.
Here on Q1043's Out of the Box. John, Tim, and Drew from the band with us, and the latest album, Where the Light Shines Through. Tomorrow night, they're playing at Ford Theater, Coney Island Boardwalk here in NYC. And we mentioned that we were going to do some requests via the Facebook Live that we're doing right now. This is blowing up, guys. I mean, I know you guys done this before.
We're trending.
Yeah, you're totally trending. Let's see. Here, I saw a good one here. Nathan Williams, Springfield, Missouri. Not exactly the edge of the earth. Speaking of edge of the earth.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, guys, from Virginie Hauser, watching you from Paris. As it is the city of love, I send you a lot of love. She didn't make a request, though.
We played Paris a couple months ago.
Hey, you guys were in Europe, right?
Yeah, it was our first time ever playing Paris.
Oh, my God.
It was beautiful, yeah.
The city of lights, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. Yeah.
Let's see. What else do we have here? Love this song. Sounds terrific. I Won't Let You Go.
I Won't Let You Go?
Yes.
Who's that? Who wants that?
That's Virginie Hauser in Paris.
Paris, all right.
Yeah. You want to give her the song?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, come on. We were just talking about Paris.
Let's do it.
A
Here you
city
go,
that we
Virginie.
love. Yeah, that's right. When it feels like surgery and it burns like third degree, and you wonder, what is it worth? When your inside's breaking and you feel that ache again, and you wonder what's giving birth. If you could let the pain of the past go, of your soul, none of this is in your control. If you could only let your guard down, if you could learn to trust me somehow, I swear that I won't let you go. If you could only let go your doubts, if you could just believe in me now, I swear that I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Won't let you go. When your fear has currency and you feel that urgency, you want peace, but there's war in your head. Or maybe that's where life is born, where our facades are torn and give birth to the promise ahead. Yeah, if you could let the pain of the past go, of your soul, none of this is in your control. If you could only let your guard down, if you could only trust me somehow, I swear that I won't let you go. If you could only let go your doubts, if you could just believe in me now, I swear that I let your guard down. If you could learn to trust me somehow, I swear that I won't let you go. 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 Yeah. There ain't no darkness strong enough that could tear you out from my heart. There ain't no strength that's strong enough that could tear this love apart. You go.
Very nice. Yeah, thank you guys. John, Tim, and Drew. Yeah, that's for Ginny in Paris. It's Switchfoot, the latest album, Where the Light Shines Through. They're playing tomorrow night, Saturday night, the Ford Theater at Coney Island Boardwalk, which is the perfect place for these guys to play. And, I was up in Vermont. We were talking about this before, John. I'm getting my favorite tacos at my favorite taco place in Ludlow, Vermont. So I'm just hanging out there waiting for my order. And then they put on the local radio station, and what comes on? Meant to Live. And I got the very lucky opportunity to talk to Joe Walsh at some point a few years ago. And I said, Joe, when you're, just at home doing shopping and things like that, when one of your songs comes on the radio, what does it make you feel like? And he goes, hey, man, I was just at the grocery store the other day. Hotel California came on, and I love it. I absolutely love it when that song comes on. So when you guys hear one of your songs on the radio in your daily lives, what goes through your mind?
Well, it's awesome. The funny thing is, what do? Do you roll up the windows?
Yeah, if you're driving in your car listening to your song.
Oh, right.
Because you don't want to get busted listening, rocking out
and you're
to
like,
your
no,
own.
I'm just listening to the radio, man. It's not,
Right.
yeah.
I had no control. It just came on.
Do you
man.
change the channel? What do?
Do you just blast it? Yeah. The funniest thing is, I usually, if I'm in the grocery store or something, I'm always like looking around like,
yeah, you feel like you're getting punked.
who put this on?
Oh, somebody, yes.
Yeah,
Someone
you're like,
walks
oh,
in.
Someone put it on and they're watching to see what your
Or
reaction
you walk
is
into a
gonna be.
club and they start playing all your songs. Right, yeah. But it's still gotta
It's
be
amazing. I mean, it's the coolest thing is the fact that music brings people together. Every night we see it where especially when we play with, when we're opening for somebody else, or you play these rock radio festivals or something,
Yeah.
and you're like, all right, so, Jane's Addiction is up on, in 4 hours or whatever, but here it is. It's time for you to play, and they're ready for some coming down the mountain or something.
Right,
And you're like,
yeah.
all right. But the beautiful thing is by the end of the set, to be able to see everyone kind of arm in arm singing the same song. I mean, that doesn't happen in the grocery store, but
Yeah.
the
But
fact that it could, yeah.
But yeah, when everyone's singing your lyrics back to you, it's got to be it's got to be a rush.
It is a phenomenal thing because music. I mean, we were talking about this. Music is that thing that got me out of tough times when I was a kid, and so to be that band for someone else, it's like that's amazing. That's. I mean, I don't know that that's the goal, but that's certainly an incredible precipitate of the reaction of music.
So let me ask you this: after the Coney Island Boardwalk show tomorrow night, will you be doing an after show on the beach, or it'll be a surprise if you do?
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about these after shows is they just happen when it feels right.
Right.
You pay for a concert ticket. All of that is people are traveling. But this is just kind of like one of those things where like, hey.
Yeah, we got some time.
Feels like the right thing. Let's go play a Bob Dylan song out by underneath the moon on the boardwalk.
Yeah, fantastic.
Come on.
Again, it is Switchfoot in the studio with us. John, Tim, and Drew from the band. The latest album, Where the Light Shines Through. Go see them tomorrow night at the Ford Theater at Coney Island Boardwalk here in New York City and get their latest album, Where the Light Shines Through. It's fantastic. Speaking of Men to Live, you knew it was coming. We're doing a Facebook Live. Derek Dirksen, I don't know where Derek's from. Where are you from, Derek? He wants to hear Men to Live.
Okay, fair enough.
Uh-oh. Tuning down, baby.
Come on.
Yeah.
Drop it. Drop it.
Okay, so this song actually was written on an acoustic guitar.
Really?
Yeah, and
Because it's a full-on rocker.
it
though.
is ironic, but
Yeah.
it was the first song that we recorded on The Beautiful Letdown, and we had barely met this producer guy, John Fields, who's now
14 years ago.
yeah, deep. He's a close friend of ours. He produced Where the Light Shines Through as well, and we met him. And we're like, hey, let's make an album. So we booked 2 weeks to, I think it was 20 days to. Was it 20 or 17? 17 days to make the record and mix it
That's
and
amazing.
master it, everything.
These days.
Yeah,
especially.
and we were like, let's go in. Let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. So we went round the clock, and this was the first song that we tracked.
Was that studio in L.A. or
It was,
Cali
it
City?
was at a studio in LA, and we basically just camped out. We now have our own place in
Right,
San Diego
yeah.
that we make music in, but I have so many fond memories of those early days, and recording this song was really special. It just kind of came together so fast, and it was like, wow, this is a
Isn't that great when that happens?
Yeah.
You're just a channeler, right? You're just like,
Yeah.
okay, bring it to me. Goes right through you
absolutely.
on the tape.
It's almost like you can be proud of it almost in a different way because you feel so detached from it. You're like, that just happened, and I was
say-
in the room.
They say the quick ones sometimes are the best ones.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, so this one's meant to live for Derek.
Derek Dirksen.
Derek
Wait, did
Dirksen.
he say where he's from yet? Hold on. All the way from South Africa.
Whoa, all right.
Oh.
Well, we've only been there a couple times, but
You're lucky. I'd like to go there.
oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Derek, here we go. Let's do this. What time is it there? It's kind of late afternoon.
6 hours later, maybe?
Yeah, right. 2, 3, 4. Fumbling his confidence and wondering why the world is passed him by. Hoping that he's bent for more than arguments and failed attempts to fly high. We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside. Somewhere we live inside. We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside. Dreaming about Providence and whether mice and men have got a second try. Maybe we've been living with the eyes half open. Maybe we're bent and broken. We're broken, broken. We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside. Somewhere we live inside. We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside. We want more than this world's got to offer. We want more than this world's got to offer. Yeah, we want more than the wars of our fathers. and everything inside screams for second life. Yeah, we were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? We were meant to live. We were meant to live.
Yeah, very nice. Switchfoot playing live here on Q1043's Out of the Box. It's funny because you said you wrote that song acoustically. Did it sound like that when you first demoed it, or is it different now?
I remember I was like, I like that version, by the way. That we've never done it quite like that. I remember being obsessed with like this idea of bending a low string, and so that's kind of, I remember being, and it was on an acoustic guitar. I was like, but I knew, I was like, maybe that would sound good with an electric. I was renting this crappy apartment near the beach in San Diego, and I just dropped out of college, and I was playing a lot of guitar, trying to figure out why I'm on the planet, and that's kind of where that song came from.
It's Switchfoot. We've got John, Tim, and Drew. The latest album. Everyone go out and buy it. Where the Light Shines Through. See them on tour. All the tour dates at switchfoot.com.
Thanks for embracing the chaos and the Facebook Live and all that.
Wait, what was that Albert Einstein quote you said?
Oh, yeah. So there's two ways to live your life. To choose to live your life as though nothing is a miracle, or to choose to live your life as though all of this is a miracle, right? That's a paraphrase, but it felt like one of those things where the moment I heard that, I was like, yes, it's a choice. Wonder is always a choice, right?
Option 2 is the better option, I think.
Always, always.
Switchfoot, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
New York's classic rock, Q1043.